Good morning, all. Good morning to my distinguished guests. Good morning to the honored partners, esteemed colleagues, and friends. On behalf of the board, management, and entire team of COPEN, it is my profound honor and heartfelt privilege to welcome you here to this gathering here in Enugu today. We begin, as we always do, by giving all the glory to God Almighty, whose faithfulness over more than 3 decades has sustained this organization, guided our steps, and brought each one of you here to this room today. Nothing we have built, nothing we have achieved, and nothing we are about to share with you this morning exists outside of His grace. So to Him be all the glory, and to you, our guests, we are truly, genuinely glad you are here. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 3 says, "By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it's established." We believe that deeply, because wisdom without action is incomplete, and understanding without courage means nothing. Nigeria is facing one of the most pressing housing deficits in the world, with a shortage estimated to be running into millions of housing units, and an urban population that's growing faster than this infrastructure can keep pace with. The dream of home ownership has drifted further and further away from the average Nigerian. And young professionals, growing families, civil servants, entrepreneurs, all working hard, all dreaming of a place to call their own. And yet finding the ladder to home ownership is either too steep or entirely out of reach. At COPEN, we have spent 3 decades asking ourselves one question: how do we bring quality housing more into the reach of the average Nigerian? And that question is the crux of our team today: a house for every dream, and a home for every dream, and a house for every pocket. We're not simply here to showcase property, we're here to present a vision of planned communities, thoughtfully designed homes, and financing pathways that make homeownership genuinely possible across different income levels. And that aspiration does not have to be unattainable. Speaking to COPEN, we are one of Nigeria's most established and trusted real estate development and consultancy firms, headquartered here in Enugu with over 30 years of continuous operations. We're not newcomers to this space. We have walked the talk through different economic cycles, policy shifts, and market disruptions. And we've remained standing because we're built on something more than commercial ambition. We are built on faith. We are built on values and on a genuine conviction that our work serves a purpose greater than profit. Thank you. Thank you. Our foundation has been that it's always been about God, that the belief that business and ministry, when done with integrity and service and being submitted to God's guidance, enterprise becomes one of the most powerful tools for community transformation available to us. Ecclesiastic 4:9 says, "Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor." We take that seriously here at COPEN. Closing Nigeria's housing gap requires more than one company, more than one estate, and more than this event. It requires collaboration. It requires policy that enables rather than obstructs. It requires financial institutions willing to extend accessible mortgage products. It requires developers with the courage to build at scale and the discipline to deliver on their promises. And it requires a shared recognition that when we work together towards something good, something larger than any of us, God honors that effort. This forum is designed exactly to be that kind of collaborative space. Today, we bring forth stakeholders from across the real estate value chain: developers, financiers, government representatives, prospective homeowners, and community advocates, all in one room, all pointed towards the same goal. What is that goal? We want this to be a space where questions are asked openly, partnerships are forged genuinely, and where the distance between a Nigerian family and their dream home gets a little bit shorter by the day and by the time we close today. In conclusion, I would like to say to our partners, to our investors and institutional stakeholders, COPEN is open for collaboration. I repeat that once again, COPEN is open for collaboration. We are actively seeking partnerships that expand our capacity to deliver more homes in more communities and at more accessible price points. If that vision aligns with you, let's build something meaningful together. To government and policy representatives, we extend our hand in partnership. The private sector cannot solve this housing deficit alone, and neither can the government. But together, with the right frameworks, we can make it happen. The right incentives and a shared sense of urgency grounded in service to the people, we can make measurable progress within our lifetime. A home is not just a structure. It's where a child takes their first steps. It's where a family gathers after a long day. It's where prayers are said. It's where dreams are nurtured. And it's where the next generation is shaped. And even before all these, each project provides jobs, inclusive socio-economic growth, and a platform for shared and enduring prosperity. This is what drives us. This is what the event is about. And this is the promise that COPEN makes to you today. Not just as developers, but as people of faith who believe that what we build here has eternal significance. That is, to build lives. Once more, thank you for coming to this event. You're in the right place at the right time with the right partners. To God be the glory. It's always about God. Thank you.